In this video, we are going to see about the transistors, the bipolar junction transistors and its operation and the different configurations of transistors. First, the bipolar junction transistor, that is BJT. So, it is a three-terminal semiconductor device. Earlier, we have seen PN junction diode. It is a two-terminal device, P and N. Here it is a three-terminal device, in which here the operation depends on the interaction between both majority and minority carriers. Hence it is called bipolar. So the majority carriers means if it is a p-type material, holes are the majority carriers. N-type material, electrons are the majority carriers. And here it is a three-terminal device. So the three portions are emitter, it is represented by E, base represented by B, and collector represented by C. Here in this, emitter is heavily doped. Heavily doped, doping means adding impurities. So more impurities are added in the emitter part. So it can inject large number of charge carriers into the base. More charge carriers are present here. And then base is lightly doped and it is very thin. So it just passes the charge carriers from emitter to collector. And the collector is moderately doped. This BJT is used in amplifier or oscillator circuits and also acts as a switch in digital circuits. Also used in computers, satellites and other communication systems. Now we'll see the types of BJT. The BJT is divided into NPN and PNP transistor. So N junction, P junction, N junction. So here in between two N-type material, the P junction is placed. So a P-type material is sandwiched between N-type material, that is NPN. Here in PNP, the N-type material is sandwiched between two P-type material, that is called PNP. So it is represented by this is P, N, P, N. Here this N is the emitter, the center part is base and this N is collector. If it is a PNP transistor, this is its emitter, here it is base and this is collector. The symbol for this is, the transistor symbol is this. Here this part, this is base, and in these two, the arrow represents the emitter part. Here if the arrow is represented in this line, that means it is the emitter and the other part is the collector. Similarly, here the arrow is represented in this part, so this is emitter, the other part is collector and this is base. So in order to find NPN and PNP transistor, NPN transistor in the emitter part, the arrow is flowing away. Here in PNP transistor, the flowing towards the base, towards the junction, emitter base junction. So that is the PNP transistor representation. From the figure, from this you can identify the PNP transistor. Next we move on to the operation of NPN transistor. So here this operation of NPN transistor, NPN. Here this is emitter and this part base and this is collector. And now this emitter base junction is forward biased. Forward bias means positive is connected to positive, negative is connected to negative. Here this N type means negative, P type positive. So this part is negative. So negative is connected to negative. Here this is forward bias, so negative. Here this is positive, here this P type is connected to positive. So this is the voltage source VBE. It is connected between this emitter and base, so it is named as V base emitter. So this is forward biased. And next, the collector base junction is reverse biased. So reverse bias means the positive should be connected to negative. So P is connected to negative and N-type material is connected to positive. So this is represented as VCB, that is collector base voltage. And now when it is connected, then N-type material majority carriers or electrons, in P-type materials majority carriers or holes. So when the voltage is applied, the electrons in the N-type material moves towards the P-type material. Since P is lightly doped, only small amount of holes are present. So some of the electrons in the n-type materials combine with this p and electron hole, that's holes in the p-type material, so electron hole pairs formed. The remaining electrons, only 5% is combined with this, and the remaining 95% of the electrons cross over this p region, that is the base region, and combine with this n-type collector part, collector n-type material. And now due to this, current flows through this direction. So now IE is closed, IE is equal to IB plus IC. This is the operation of NPN transistor. So that is explained in this slide. And now PNP transistor. So here PNP transistor, this is emitter, base, collector. And then here also this part, the emitter base junction is forward biased and the collector base junction is reverse biased. So forward bias, so positive is connected to positive, negative is connected to negative. Here reverse biased, so negative is connected to positive, positive is connected to negative. So in p-type materials, the majority carriers are holes. So these holes move to the base side. If the base is lightly doped, so few electrons are present. Since the n-type, electrons are the majority carriers. So but due to the lightly doped, here number of electrons are very low. So here this hole pair combination takes place and the remaining 95% of the holes move to the p-type material, and then this causes the current IC to flow. So now here we are getting IE is equal to IC plus IB in the external circuit. So this is the operation of PNP transistor. So this is explained in this slide. And now we move on to the transistor configurations. So here there are three transistor configurations. When a transistor is connected to circuit, one terminal is used as input terminal. There are three terminals. So one terminal is used as input terminal, one terminal is used as output terminal, and the other terminal, the third terminal, is used as a input, common to input and output. That's a common terminal. So depending upon the selection of these terminals, the common terminal, the transistor is connected in three configurations, that is common base configuration, common emitter configuration, common collector configuration. Common base configuration, the base is the common, and then in common emitter configuration, emitter is the common, in common collector, collector is the common. So now we see what are the input, output and common terminals in these configurations. So in common base configuration, usually collector will be the output terminal. So in common base, so the base is a common terminal. So collector is the output terminal. So automatically emitter will be the input terminal. And now in CE configuration, this is common emitter. So emitter is common. Collector will be the output terminal. Then base will be the input terminal. And now next one is the common collector configuration. That is CC. Here collector is the common. So we can't make collector as the output terminal. So emitter is the output terminal and base is the input terminal. And now we see the circuit of these configurations. So the transition configurations, this is the common base. So this is the symbol of transistor. So this is base. So common base means just base should be grounded. And now here this is emitter, this is collector. The arrow is represented here. So this is emitter. And now here always these are all the configurations are based on NPN transistor. So you see the symbol in NPN transistor, current flowing outwards. So here this is a negative part N and this is P, so N. So negative is connected to negative. Here usually forward bias and here usually reverse biased. So the circuit diagram will be like this. Negative is connected to negative, positive, this is the P. Positive is connected to positive. Similarly here N. So negative connected to positive. Here you should use it as a reverse biased. So negative connected to positive, negative connected to again here this positive. And now this is the common base configuration. Here this is the common emitter configuration. So emitter is common. So you have to just rotate it with emitter as a grounded. And now this is emitter. This is input terminal is base. So base, here you have to draw the input terminal. This side output terminal. So always the input terminal should be forward biased. Since we have drawn it as NPN, so this is N, this part is P, so positive is connected to positive, negative is connected to negative. Here it is in reverse bias condition. And now the common collector, so you have to draw the collector at this point, the grounded portion. Collector grounded, and now base is the input terminal, emitter is the collector and output terminal. So you have to draw the input terminal in this side and the output terminal in the other side. So here this part is forward biased and the second this part is reverse biased. Likewise we have to draw the configurations. And now we see the configurations one by one. Common base configuration. So in common base configuration, this is a circuit diagram. So first here VEB, the voltage is taken as VEB and here it is VCB. It is a common base, so let us take this EBCB. This is the emitter. This voltage source connected between emitter and base, so it is taken as VEB. Here it is connected between collector and base, VCB. In order to draw input characteristics, here in this configuration, the emitter, this part is the input terminal and this part is the output terminal and this base part is the common terminal. So input characteristics, you have to draw the curves between this voltage VEB and the current IE, the input voltage VEB and the input current IE. So VEB versus IE, and by keeping this VCB constant. Okay, so first let us draw for VCB at 0 volt. VCB, keep it as 0 volt, and then here by varying this VEB and notice the values IE and draw the curve. So you will get this curve. By fixed VCB, vary this VEB and note down the values of IE and then draw the curve. After that, just keep the VCB on some other value. Just first 0 volt and then increase the value of VCB and then similarly you vary this and draw the curve. So here this VC, while increasing VCB, here the curve is moving to the left. So this is the input characteristics. Next, output characteristics. So the same circuit diagram is drawn here. Here output terminal is collector. So the output characteristics is drawn between this VCB versus the collector current IC. In between these two. So VCB versus IC by keeping this current IE constant. So now keep the IE constant by varying this VEB, just keep it as one value, and by varying this VCB then IC flows. So due to this VCB and IC, first you keep this IE as constant, now the current flows like this. After that you change the value of IE by varying this VEB and fix it as 10 milliamps, and then varying VCB you will get IC, different IC values, and you will get the curve. So while seeing the curve, all the curves are parallel to each other, but here when VCB is greater than 0, here you will get a negative current also. Here when VCB is even, when VCB is equal to 0, when there is a IE current, there will be some IC current. Here if you are not giving any voltage also, due to this IE, there will be some current in IC. So that is this part, this current. And now we move on to the CE configuration. Common emitter configuration. So now the diagram is drawn like this. And now here the forward biased voltage, here reverse biased voltage. So this is common emitter. So here you have to write this VBE is connected between base and emitter. So VBE, emitter is common, so you write it in second side. Here the source is connected between collector and emitter, so VCE, emitter is common, you write it as the second letter. Now in order to draw the input characteristics, here it is the characteristics drawn between VBE, input side this VBE versus IB. So VBE versus IB for a fixed value of this VCE. VCE. Here you notice the difference. VCE is 0 volt. Here the waveform is at the right side when VCE is increased. That's the difference which occurs in CE configuration. Next we move on to the output characteristics. Output characteristics is the same diagram. Here the output characteristic is drawn between VCE versus IC. Since this collector is the output terminal with fixed IB. Here you have to fix the current IB. So now VCE versus IC, the current is fixed at 0 milliamps, and then here this is the curve. While we are increasing this IB, here the curve is like this. In the previous case we got the negative current, but here it is not like that. That is the difference in CE configuration. Next we move on to CC configuration, common collector. So common collector configuration, this is the common collector, is grounded. So now here the connector between this is VC, and now the voltage source is connected with BC. So it's a common collector VBC. Here it is EC, and now this part is forward bias and this is reverse biased. And now keep the VEC constant and draw the characteristics between VBC and IB. VBC and IB, curve between VBC and IB, that is a curve. And now with fixed VEC. Now the voltage curve is like this. It's like just like a straight line with having some slope. And now the output characteristics. So the output characteristics is drawn between VEC and IE. Since this is the output terminal, keeping IB constant. So IB is constant, VEC and IEC, the curves are parallel to each other. So this is VBC and curves are parallel to each other. This is the output characteristics of CC configuration. That's all about the transistors. Next we move on to the IC circuits. Thank you.